Hello, New York City, and welcome to the PPL City Cup Finals. The moment has arrived, and the last semi-final showdown of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's bring the last two teams of these incredible semi-finals. The New York Atlantic, Andrea Austero, Delphi Brea, Lucas Campagnolo, and Federico Chingotto. Let's give it up to the team, everybody. For the Flowrida Goats, Arantxa Osoro, Gemma Triay, Franco Stupacuk, and Martin Di Neno. Let's give it up for the Flowridas, everyone.
Well, everybody, welcome back. You've had a chance for a quick breather. Hopefully you've been able to make a cup of tea, a coffee, or whatever you have wanted to make over the last 5 or 10 minutes. And here we are back in the Dougal greenhouse for our second semi-final to find out who will play the Miami Padel Club in the final of the Pro Padel League, the Cities Cup. Will it be the Flowrida Goats giving us a Florida derby? Or will the home team, the New York Atlantics, will they make it a 10th Avenue freeze-out? Well, we will find out over the next few hours. Myself, Paul Giblin, in the company of Mr. Eric McKee and our special guest, Mr. Patrick McEnroe. Patrick, you enjoyed the first match?
I did. I enjoyed it a lot. You guys tell me that you think this one might even be a little bit closer competitive-wise, so I'm very much looking forward. You know, I feel like I'm getting the hang of this already, guys. This is great.
He's going to take our job, Paul.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys got nothing to worry about. I'll tell you, you guys are serious pros.
There go my miles. Okay, so what have we got to look forward to today? Well, the first match, the women's double once again. This is going to be lots of fun. Arantxa Osoro, big hitting Argentinian, alongside Gemma Triay, number 3 in the world, was number 1 for a long time, against Andrea Austero, just 17 years old, 18 in just over a week, and Delphi Brea, Argentinian as well. Expect to see the sparks fly between the two Argentinians. There's Delphi, really intense player. Yesterday they lost with Tamara Ricardo.
Yeah.
We saw Tamara walking with a bit of a limp afterwards.
You saw her.
I did indeed.
You spotted it and said, oh, by the way, she might not play tomorrow.
Yep, and that's been confirmed. So Andrea Austero, who played the first 2 matches, it has to be said, with Delphi, is back in the pairing. And that's significant because just looking at how they're warming up, Delphi's much happier normally playing on the right side.
On the drive.
But with Austero, she tends to move to the other side, and she said she's not quite as comfortable doing that.
That's why they tried to bring back Tamara. She had been out for just over 3 months with an injury, had returned. She was rested, she was warming up, she'd been training. They put her in yesterday as a test, and they lost. Didn't go well, and it looks like Austero will play on the right-hand side.
Let's just hear what the coaches have to say. We're starting off with New York coach Juan Martín Díaz.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the legendary Juan Martín Díaz. Juan Martín, contanos un poquito cómo es la estrategia viendo al partido este, cuál es la planificación del partido.
Bueno, lo primero que vamos a hacer es salir a jugar con nuestras armas, no tenemos así mucho preparado y sobre la marcha, dependiendo de cómo vaya eso, intentaremos cambiar para un lado o para otro.
Well, we're coming into the match with our own, strategy and weapons, and if that doesn't work, we're moving into something different, which is the secret, and we'll see how it goes. So let's go. Congratulations. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Juan Martín, please.
Yep, it's like 2-1.
Well, that was quite interesting hearing Juan Martín Díaz saying, well, we haven't really prepared that much. We're just going to go with what we've got. So I wonder if that might be a little bit of a pointer for what we can expect from this match, or what will surprise us in this match.
Maybe they're looking to, you know, if there's any pressure, pile it all on the opponents.
Well, okay, we've heard from Juan Martín Díaz. Let's hear what the Flowrida goat says.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are with Jorge Martinez, one of the top coaches in the world and one of the best ones, in my opinion. Jorge, decinos un poquito cómo es la estrategia viendo el partido este y qué se va a hacer.
Bueno, es un partido complejo. Primero porque son jugadores de muchísimo nivel. Luego es cierto que las conocemos muy bien porque trabajan conmigo algunas de ellas. Entonces, bueno, vamos a ver cómo se desarrolla el partido. Iniciamos con una idea inicial, ¿no? para prepararlo y luego veremos.
So the match is a very complex match. We came out with a very specific idea, and we'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, we'll make some changes and try to come up with a victory. Congratulations. Let's go, Flowrida.
Oh, just seeing the warm-up, Paul. Just quickly, playing days again. I'm a big tennis fan. I'm going to kick
like
me.
that.
If you want me to stop, just under the table.
Yeah.
When it comes to swapping partners, I mean, we're seeing in Padel, more and more players are switching. And I suppose, you know, Chingotta, who's going to be in action later, played with Deyo for many, many years. And then now, because if you've got the opportunity to play with somebody higher in the ranking, you switch, and it has a domino effect all the way down.
Yeah.
In tennis, was that quite common?
Happens a lot in tennis, yeah. It happens all the time. You know, the top players will, maybe they'll just get stale playing with one partner, and they see someone that they could play with and maybe give a little spark to them. And, you know, oftentimes you'll look for someone, as we talked about earlier, that brings a little something different to the table than what you bring. And you're consistent, you're solid, you want someone who's a bigger hitter, you know, vice versa. So, but yeah, it's extremely common. But I think what you see is that if you're one of the best, you're going to be still one of the best, no matter, you know, and you're probably going to end up playing with someone else that's one of the best. And then it's who wins, you know, as we saw earlier in the earlier men's match with Tapia raising his level when he really had to. So those best players seem to have that ability, no matter who they play with, to bring that to the table.
It's a bit like the circle of life, because what you see are the younger players, 14, 16, 17, 19, normally play with the more veteran players. And then when they become veterans, they play with the younger players.
Yeah, I mean, Gemma Treau, who's in her early 30s, she now plays with Claudia Fernandez, who's just 18 years old.
32.
Who is now ranked 4th in the world.
The older she gets, the younger.
Right.
The younger don't have the legs. Well, you don't have the legs.
Exactly.
You need somebody to do your running for you.
You have the strategy, and you know, you have the guile, and you know, you have the experience, obviously. So you always going to look for someone that's got what you don't have, which is maybe those fresh legs and that ability to kind of go all out every point.
And the same for the younger player, I suppose. You don't have the experience.
Correct. Well, I think it's a mutual advantage, isn't it? Because I'm sure Claudia Fernandez has learned a lot playing alongside Treau, who I still think is one of the most graceful players on court when she gets going. Sometimes just takes a while to get her head clicked on.
She started actually in tennis until she was 19 years old. There's quite a few players. A few players. Mappy, a player who's actually on this team but not playing in this double. She played the first game. She was also a professional tennis player for Spain. We've got a Mexican who has played, if I'm not mistaken, with her sister.
Yeah, in the Fed Cup, yeah.
So, you know, there's quite a few people making that transition from tennis into paddle.
Not surprising, as you can see the skills translate over.
Well, just looking at this pairing, and we've seen the first match that Treau and Osoro played. They didn't look as if they really knew each other that well. They played against each other, hadn't played alongside each other. Their second match yesterday, I thought they looked a lot better. So if they continue on an upward curve, I think they're going to give a lot of problems to Delphi and Andrea Oster. Delphi Breus Another really good mover on court, good backhand, big hitter. And Andrea Osterra said just 17 years old. She can also unleash one. She's got a big hit on her. She doesn't look as if she has, but she has.
Osoro and Triay, Paul, like you said, eyeing out those creases they had probably when they started, because of course Triay arrived late. She was in a tournament in Kuwait.
Just to give you a pointer, obviously our first match today saw Ari Sanchez and Marta Talavan win 6-4, 6-2 against Victoria Iglesias and Marina Guinal. Yesterday, Triay and Aranza Suozoro, they beat them 6-2, 6-1. Wow. So, and it was really convincing.
That game against Iglesias and Guinal, that's where a few sparks flew, because of course Osoro, who you will see is the most vocal player. She has a conversation with herself. Yeah, she's loud, energetic, passionate.
Oh, she's got her own social network.
Yes.
In her own head.
Yeah.
Oh, a few local fans here, out in force.
Well, what's the point of playing it in New York if the New York team don't get any fans? This could be very entertaining, this match, I think.
You guys picked a winner, did you? Yeah, from this one as well.
He's been spot on the whole time.
I am going to say that Flowrida Goats should win this.
Okay, quickly, give me lottery numbers as well.
Yeah, if I'd won the lottery,
you'd still be here. Come on.
Yeah, I'd still be here.
You love it.
Okay, it's Delphi Brea to serve. And Osoro receiving. Under 15, as we say, Delphi is much happier usually playing on the other side. And we had a little debate yesterday, actually. Is it, if she's your strongest player, do you play her in her best position and make the weaker player adapt? Or do you maybe make it easier for the weaker player? She's still ranked in the top 15, Andrea.
I mean, you had a mean double-handed backhand. Would you prefer switching, you know, or...
You know, it depends on who the partner is.
So
I prefer not to switch.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose as a team, if you can gain more from that switch. I suppose Brea lacks that experience playing on the backhand side, which is why Brea has had to make that switch.
And a long rally here. Stera looks to line it up, but leaves it short, and Aranzazu.
Probably a good example for me, at least in my career, was when I played with my brother, because we both preferred to play the ad court. And initially, he switched to the deuce court, and then I stayed in the ad, and then we eventually decided to change and put me in the deuce, because his upside was probably the greatest of anyone in that side, whereas, you know, my upside was pretty good, but it wasn't that much different if I played in the deuce court, whereas he could change the match, you know, with a couple of big points, you know, a little bit like we saw from Tapia earlier. Like, he had that ability to do that. So when we went back to that way, that worked better for us as a team.
It's 30-15. And there, Aranzazu a little bit weak there.
Yeah. It's like they're trying to, both sides trying to sort of feel each other out here early.
Early conversation there between Delphi and Andrea Ostero.
Just flicked off the net.
They don't apologize in paddle like they do in tennis.
Osoro doesn't.
She doesn't. Okay, all right. Fair enough.
So a couple of break points to get us underway.
You'll see that Osoro's quite unorthodox. I mean, she has a really high paddle IQ.
able to defend that, Gemma. Another long rally. Opts to just play a bandeja in there. And this time went to attack, but into the net. So, first game, another service break. And Arantzazu, the Viking, celebrates.
Got that nickname not just because of the blonde locks, but I think her war cry strikes fear into opponents, and I think even her doubles partner.
She went quite high. Quite high, that.
Tough shot to play, isn't it? Those smashes when you're backtracking.
Yeah, especially after such a long rally, you get a little bit winded during the point.
Who's going to serve? I think it's going to be... No, it isn't. It's going to be Triay.
Of course, this tournament being played indoors. Padel, of course, is also an outdoor sport. Did you notice, of course, the weather, wind, but preference playing outdoors to indoors?
Well, indoors is more pleasant.
In winter, definitely.
Yeah. No, but meaning you don't have to deal with the elements, whether it's the sun, the wind, the heat. Obviously tennis traditionally is an outdoor sport, but big indoor circuit, of course, this time of year in Europe especially. And now, of course, all the major tournaments have a retractable roof.
Yeah.
So
I suppose the lower ranked player would prefer maybe those elements than the higher ranked player.
I think so, because if it's super hot or windy, it could be a bit of an equalizer.
Okay, 15-all. Yeah, Malaga's outdoors, isn't it, when we play? Valladolid is also outdoors.
Don't talk to me about the Valladolid, because it rained, and I was sat there for about 4 or 5 hours.
As they mopped the court.
I ended up reading up my shopping list.
15-all. That's a lovely cross-court effort there from Delphi. Contra pared, and just puts it long again.
We were saying, weren't we, that it's not comfortable on that side of the court. And it shows. If we can see it, pretty sure Soro and Triay know it too. Goes for it.
Don't know if she'd have got to it anyhow.
No,
but
no, it was a good shot, and well.
So 40-15, Gemma Triay. And a little bit careless once again. She's not happy on that side, is she, Delphi Brea? 2 games to love, consolidating that break.
You would think they're a player of that level. We're talking about top 10 Delphi Brea. I know he's more comfortable on her side of the court, but should still, it's showing. We can all see that she's not happy on that side of the court.
Oh, nice play.
So racket on it, Arantzazu, and Gemma Triay blast it down, love 15.
Currently world number 3, was the best player in the world back in 2017. Triay.
Just behind Ari Sanchez and Paula Jose Maria.
When those two teamed up, I think that was it really for Triay, because they've dominated the World Padel Tour circuit for the last 2.5 seasons. Ari Sanchez and Jose Maria.
Well, she's had a few changes of partners, Gemma.
Looking for
because she was with Alejandra Salazar, and they were the number ones. Then Salazar struggled. She needed a shoulder injury. What we're talking about, the changes of partnership.
Yeah.
And then she went to play with Marta Ortega.
She's basically looking for the right partner.
Right partner.
It's a constant search.
$15-all. Yeah, it seemed it went okay with Marta Ortega.
It did.
Without being brilliant.
But they always, you know, at least semi-finalists, just lacking something to come away with the title.
Careless shot again from that. I don't think Salazar was that happy, because the original understanding was it was okay until you recover from your operation, then we'll get back together.
Yeah.
And it was going okay with Marta, so she said, well, I'm sorry.
Maybe I'll stick with this.
Sort of a high, sort of.
Right.
And best of luck going forward.
Yeah. Probably wasn't the nicest, most comfortable phone
There
calls.
is a reason why they call it the Pro Padel League. It is professional.
Yeah. I don't think you should be getting a Christmas card though from Salazar.
No, I don't think they're on Christmas card lists. And 15-40 so far, going very, very well for Ozoro and Triay.
Oh, quick
Yeah, it
glance
seems
up
like
at the scoreboard.
Yeah, sorry. It seems like the New York team just pressing a bit. You know, just kind of not settle and trying to do a little bit too much when it's not there.
In this situation, would you try and what? Is it back to basics?
I try to like stay in points longer, you know, play a little bit more like defensive, just to get your groove. It feels like they're just out of sync and also not a lot of energy.
Yeah, 3-level hasn't helped them because they played the first 2 matches with Ustero and Delphi. Tamara Ricardo came in yesterday, and now they're switching back. So it's
again.
like, whereas Mapi Sanchez played with Aranzazu in the first game, but since then they've carried on
together. Yeah.
So Aranzazu Osoro's happy, then things are going well.
With her, you can tell straight away. She smiles, she's happy. When she's not happy,
you know it.
Yeah.
So 2 breaks as well. It'll be Aranzazu to serve when we get back. It's interesting as well, because we heard Juan Martin Diaz say, when they asked him, what have you prepared? And he said, well, we haven't really prepared much.
The 2 players didn't share one word on that bench, and not even one glance. You could tell, obviously things aren't going right, but you kind of need to get together, because otherwise it could be painful. Well, let's see if they can pick themselves up here by breaking Osoro.
Someone else who bounces the ball an enormous amount of times, by the way. Thank you. Little round of applause. Very long, that opening serve. Wait, snatches of that a little bit. Didn't seem to get a body shape right there, did it? It seemed to be quite very open.
Straight on to it. Yeah.
More side on.
That's better from Delphi. Love 30. Very well played. Love 40.
Okay, showing some life here. Beautiful angle.
Delphi's ranked, Delphi Brea's ranked 5th in the world at the moment. Plays with a partner called Bea Gonzalez, who's another strong hitting player. Had a few problems, injury problems this year, Bea.
Been unlucky for Bea this season. Oh, that's really well played.
Great ball, great counter, and that's not bad either.
2 contras in a row.
Yeah.
See, I'm getting the lingo.
There you go. Listen, we're going to give you a test tomorrow. Well won that point.
So, paddle expert and Spanish speaking
Yeah.
by the end of
by
tomorrow.
the end of tomorrow night. Yeah.
Still a lot of work to do here for Aranzazu Ozoro.
Donde? She was asking where.
Where's she gone?
Donde?
again.
She's not
Right.
getting the call, and she gets angry. She'll shout Donde even louder next time.
And she's probably learned a new word as well.
Yeah, tries learn a lesson.
And maybe
Pointing to the head.
once again, just a little bit too aggressive there, Delphi Brea. 30-40. Still 2 break points.
What would you be discussing here? Like where to place the serve?
Yeah, where to serve, I think. And
I suppose it's really important, of course, in doubles that you know whether to maybe leave a bit more space if you're playing tennis down the tram line to cut across.
In tennis, they'd be talking about where to serve and if they're going to cross or not. Now here in paddle, doesn't look like the net person ever crosses off the serve.
Yeah, it's a massive gamble.
Yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that was badly missed. Do you know, I must confess, when I was out on court, when I had a look on the court,
Out on the court looking.
it is lovely. It is. So you don't really notice the stance. I'm not sure sometimes what your visibility of a ball dropping from the ceiling is like. There do seem to be times when players maybe just miss it, lose it a little bit.
Yeah, if you lose track of the ball even for like a split second.
Double fault. That's the first double fault I've seen all day.
It's the first double fault we've seen at the tournament.
The whole tournament? Yeah.
And perhaps significant that it's Delphi playing on the wrong side who's committed it. I think it's the first one I've ever seen.
Well, let's see, twice now. We've seen that kind of doubt. Do I go? Do I not? Because she's used to being on the due side, as you would say, or forehand side, the drive side, and used to attacking the ball on her backhand. So, of course, now it's coming to a forehand side. She's like,
Just
yes,
out
no,
of
yes,
sorts,
no.
yeah.
30-15. And it's something we have seen as well from Triay over the last couple of years as well, that she sometimes starts really quickly, really strongly, and then just seems to just switch off for a few games, then hits top gear again.
Oh, she's that good. Oh, great play. It's got
no.
a scramble there.
Oh, Andrea, 30.
There's the war cry.
Yeah. That was a great get she made. Keep him in that point. Yeah, this is too big a swing there, I think.
Another good lob.
Got the call that. I'll sort of stay back.
Looking to control the net here, Ustero and Delphi Brea. Oh, just flicks off the net.
Oh,
well
brilliant.
played.
Ooh, yeah.
Most of Osoro's lobs are going to Brea. That wouldn't be the case if Brea was on the other side. on the due side.
That's a good lob.
That's a real good lob, yeah.
Donde?
Just stays in. Now they come forward, Brea and Ustero. And now they've won the point. Well played. 3-2, so we will have our next break. Looking a little bit better. Well, we're back here. 3-2. Arantxa Osorio and Gemma Triay lead against Delphi Brea and Andrea Ustero in our opening match of the second semi-final here of the Cities Cup in the Pro Padel League. A break to the good Triay and Ustero, although they were two. So there are signs that their rivals, the New York Atlantics, are coming back to life after a worrying start.
Maybe the tide has changed.
Oh, she'll take it.
Look, she said sorry, and now she's laughing.
Right. Well, she read this perfectly, though. Yeah. So you know, when you're good, you can get lucky too, because she read that, so she earned that.
But you make your own luck as well, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. So sorry.
Yeah, really heartbroken for you.
Good hands.
It's a brilliant block. And love 30, so in with a chance of recovering the second break. Just a bit too deep. Good lob back. And another mistake, love 40. Again, they're putting themselves under a lot of pressure. Looks as if there's a great chance here for Brea and Ustero to level things at 3-all.
Put away there.
50-40.
A few words of encouragement from Osorio.
Encouragement.
Is that going to bounce? She might get this back in. Oh!
30-40.
Brave run there from Ustero.
Now, we saw yesterday Brea playing with Ricardo drop a few games when they were leading love 40 and 40 love.
Ah, well played. Not
Yeah,
this time.
but not this time. Yeah.
3-all.
I wouldn't have guessed. You'd have asked me next 3 games and it was 3-0. You wouldn't have said that
Would
you
be
were
back
Atlantics.
even. Yeah.
It's Andrea Ustero serving again. Very finely balanced.
playing so well now.
Maybe both went for that, but yeah, looking confident.
But things are now going right because the two players went for it, but they won the point. In the first 3 games, they would have hit each other, the ball would have gone past. They wouldn't have won the point.
That'd have been a dark look from Delphi.
Timeout. Flowrida. Goats. He's looking good in this first set.
Yeah, Jorge Martinez is going to have to earn his wages, isn't he, in this next break, I think. Keeping them deep, though, aren't they? They're not being able to really step forward effectively, Osoro and Triay.
There we see that. Oh, managed to get away with it.
Keeping it tight against the glass again. She anticipated that. You saw that she anticipated that, and she just couldn't quite get there. 15-all. Just see him moving there, expecting the smash. So close.
Too much heat on that.
Yeah.
Another little conversation. Maybe she's been so patient with lobs, just putting it back, trying to keep them deep, and they're just rushed at it.
The backhand bajada isn't an easy shot to master. On the forehand side, you're looking at your opponents on the backhand side. It's down to court awareness, also the shout you get from your doubles partner.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that ends up in the... Oi! Somebody caught it in the VIP zone.
There you go.
Still got to return it, though.
He stuck it in his pocket.
Well, you can't
bring
do
it
that.
back, bring it back.
Listen, for those VIP tickets,
Yeah,
you know, give them a ball, you know?
I think they give them out afterwards, the ones that have been used.
Delphi says, give me that ball back. There she is.
Give us the ball back.
Here it is. He's not going home with the ball.
So once again, break points. Just when you thought they might, well, who knows, still got to be won.
Well, somebody wise said it's not a break until you've
very clever little fake smash there. Oh, lovely little lob.
Oh, excellent
well
played.
Oh, yes.
30-40.
She's made that run into that position
A few
3-4
times, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and she's got good anticipation and quick feet, too, so.
Just lost a bit of patience there on Anthasu as well. A couple of lovely little lobs, and he's like, wow, this one's here for it. So 30-40. Good serve as well. What was it?
Yep,
Yeah,
it was good.
Golden point, so.
The receive.
You've been quite good, Paul. Calling, who's going to win this point?
Gematriai to receive.
Steda's been serving well now.
Yeah.
I'm going New York here.
New York.
Yeah.
Oh, right, predictions, sorry.
No second serve.
So now you wait till the second serve.
Hey, that's clever. That was clever.
No, I'm going to say New York as well. If we all go down, we go down together.
Game, New York Atlantic.
Hit her body first, yeah.
Geniuses up
4
here.
games to 3. First set.
Well, how things have changed, and now the pressure is going to be really on Arantxa Suozoro when we come back out for the eighth game.
With the golden point in tennis, we're seeing it used, as you said earlier. Does the receiver choose?
The receiver chooses.
Yeah. Okay.
Same in paddle, right?
Yeah, but how does it work with? Is it the highest ranked player who chooses, or you in the moment? It's the moment.
No, it's just a better returner. But you know, some teams will always have one designated person. That's always good because they're just a much better returner. Some, you know, maybe one player gets hot, and I'm feeling it. So no, it has nothing to do with the ranking. It's all to do with who they feel is a better returner at that moment.
Well, here in Padel, especially in this tournament, it's the higher ranked player.
Oh yeah?
99.9% is the player. Even if they're having a bad day.
Okay.
Even if, for example, they're up against somebody. Imagine they're on the backhand side, the advantage side, and they're up against somebody who serves really well to that side. They would still ask for the shot for a better player. You would never see a lower ranked player raise their arm without permission from the higher ranked player.
Okay.
Not got that smile on her face anymore, has she, Arantxa? They've really got to work hard. She's got to serve, she's got to hold her serve.
Arantxa Suozoro to serve.
A really tense moment. Nearly had 40 minutes in this opening set.
Made sure it didn't hit the glass twice there. Ostedo. Plenty of spin on sort of shots.
50 love.
Well played there by Gemma.
Did it ever annoy you when your opponents shouted after celebrating? After winning a point?
Absolutely, yeah. Isn't that the purpose of why they do it?
Yeah. But I think Ostedo is definitely the number one.
Number one in the world.
Yeah. When it comes to when it comes to shouting, screaming,
that's what I mean.
And just winding up.
Yeah.
I think she does it to more for herself. I think she does it. Yeah, I do. I don't think she does it to. I mean, yesterday I think she definitely had a little go.
Oh no, she was winding up her former doubles partner every opportunity.
But I don't think she shouts to annoy her opponents. I just think it's that.
That's her personality.
Yeah.
No, second set.
You see? You see?
Yeah, that's to fire herself up. I agree.
Trust me, she'll do it later, looking at her opponent in the eyes.
It's okay too. That's all right. That's what we want to see.
But I suppose it's also, you said mind games. It's something, and you've got to use whatever legal tricks you can. Anything that can unstable your opponent. Some players actually play better when they're kind of wound up, annoyed.
So for all, served out to love.
Well, that was a solid hold there. After they dropped 4 games in a row, so they needed that.
Delphi Breyer to serve.
So back to square one as we started. Tied. Breyer serving.
Needing to hold, otherwise it'll be Gemma Triay serving for the set. Maybe we'll get ahead of ourselves. Should finish that one off, indeed she does.
15 love.
Well, the supporters are starting to get a bit more vocal.
Well, you'd think the majority are New York Atlantic supporters.
There are quite a few Miami fans. There have been when they were playing their games. Probably of the teams here, I would say those that have brought the most travelling support. Oh, just pings off the fence.
Power.
You can see that was a perfect example when it hits the fence.
Yeah.
I mean, that travelled so far. Watch it again. Look at that.
It's a spin as well. Look how it goes off to the left. So, 30 love. Oh, great lob.
Wasn't too short. Let it bounce. Ustero. Oh, did brilliantly. Donde. That donde will get louder. Still, it doesn't tell her.
Looking to control things, Gemma trying. There's just that little breakdown of communications between the two, so 30-15.
Well, they both took a step in the opposite direction at the same time. Because Brea's probably used to somebody.
Right, covering.
Yeah.
The way you play must completely change if you're playing with somebody more dominant. And you're used to maybe, like, you know, allowing those shots down the middle to your partner.
Oh, hits the feet.
New York Athletics, they lead 5-4, first set. Ball change.
A little bit of frustration there. I think it's fair to say.
Get better. What a shame, what a shame.
You see, she feels every point.
Yeah.
It's my general feeling.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Here you go.
This time.
They're going to come out now, these two, and they're going to think we've got a great chance of winning the set here because they've been a little bit ropey on the serves. Arantzazu and Gemma. We've broken 2 of their last 3. Once again, Eric, pay attention.
When the trainer, Juan Martin Diaz, by the way, was a world-class paddle player, #1 for many, many years, alongside Bella, another legend as a player. The longest undefeated run spanning almost 2 years. They won 23 consecutive tournaments.
Wow.
I think that was a ploy when he just said, we've kind of turned up.
Time.
We have got nothing planned. Take the pressure off his players.
I think one thing
he is Argentine, and
he's not going to give anything away. Is he? I think we haven't really seen anywhere near the best of Gemma Triay.
No.
Nowhere near the best.
You said as well, and we've seen this many times, moments where,
New
not say she
balls,
switches
new
off,
serving,
but
new balls,
sometimes
Gemma
drifts in and out of games, but always has that, if it's magic, just something that when it matters, she's there. That's why she's world #3 and was world #1.
Yep, without a doubt. That looked okay to me. That
looked good.
There you go, see? CCC, yes, I agree, let. Change his mind. Because of the players, have a quick chat.
So has to hold this, otherwise it will be adios to the first set. So Gemma Triay from the island of Menorca.
Mahon in Menorca. That's, Balearic Islands. Probably the most famous of those islands is Ibiza. Yeah, I think Ibiza's more famous than Mallorca. You heard of Ibiza?
I have, yes.
Mallorca?
Well, yes, now.
Yeah, but definitely heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, well played, Andrea Costero.
Got a guy in tennis who I think is from Mallorca who's
Yeah,
been
I was going to say,
good.
yeah, rings a bell.
Decent player,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, you're not getting that one. Well played, Gemma Triay.
Good hit. I think we might have to order a coffee, guys. I think this might be a long
This could be a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just going to head off with milk, guys.
Yeah, sure. Why
Sugar?
not? Yeah.
Quite a lot of sugar as well, I think.
Good call. Yeah. Good call there by Triay. On her dominant smash, forehand side. Took over.
Quite sure Ostero was trying to do that. Anyhow, 30-15.
Oh,
that's a beautiful shot. Yeah, she held that and just flicked it.
Lovely passing shot there from Del Fiore. Knew exactly. Oh, and there's not a lot of space
Just
to work with there, is
accelerates
there?
as she hits it.
30 all. Once again, stays in.
Sometimes a bit cat and mouse. There's lobs, come forward, come back,
That's
track
well
back, the lob.
It's well played there, but Ostero hasn't won the point now.
Get there. Well played, Ostero.
Oh, no, again.
Ooh. That's the young legs there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Running balls down.
So 2 set points. And that will be a heck of a comeback from 3-love down. Not just 3-love, but 2 breaks as well. That was
tremendous hit.
Yeah.
It was such a massive point.
it's so close to not going out as well, isn't it?
Big risk on a big point. Pays off.
Ooh. Because if that doesn't go out, Delphi's there to kill it. And Aranzazu has made that one look easy. 5 all.
Well, let's see if they can pick themselves up. So close to closing out the first set. I wonder if they're going to get another opportunity.
Andre Ostero serving again. Once again, kept really calm all match so far. Very willing to swap to dual lobs with Aranzazu Osoro. Oh, well played.
Great
well
hands. Oh, look at this.
Oh, I scooped it over there, but just looks like his thumbs up to Ostero. Good attempt, the teenager.
But you were saying it was another one of those where you just can't give up on the point because she wasn't that far from getting it over. So, love 15. Oh, wonderful change of angle from Aranzazu. She's giving it a little bit of that now, though, isn't she, with the clenched fist.
She's just dictating the point.
I like that shot there. Kind of set it up and then open the court up. She had to look to cover that middle there after she played that inside out.
Delphi applauding her opponent. compatriots, of course, really good friends also. But solo.
Oh, that's a lovely lob, because she had to dig it up from right down at her feet. Oh, she got a bit lucky there, Arantha, I think. I call that one wrong. Sorry, what?
Oh, it flew out. I'm still travelling, Paul.
Completely deceived me. I
ended up in the Hudson.
Need to polish my glasses again.
We'll book eye tests tomorrow.
30 all.
Well, they did look to have the door open a little bit, didn't they, for a possible break, but once again it's 30 all.
Big serve for the youngster. She's taken the paddle circuit by storm. She's broken several records already. Spain under 16 champion, and look here, the world's biggest stage.
Oi, 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 Gemma, that was winnable. If they win this point, the worst can happen is a tie break. Just long, so 6-5, they were 30 love up, or love 30 up, and now they have to come back and serve to stay in the set.
None of the four players so far are playing to their full potential. Now, is that anxiety, maybe nerves, tiredness, a combination? Of course, in tennis, when you know, you can notice it, can't you? Especially if you're in a semi-final.
Yeah, I think it's the pressure of the moment, you know, the situation, the chance to get to the final, and knowing, I think each team knows that they can win. It's so even. So it's not like there's one team that's a huge favorite like we saw, I think, in the first semi-final.
Is it tougher, for example, in a team event than in singles, or tougher in doubles, because you know it's not just you?
I think it's tougher in doubles.
Yeah,
honestly.
Really?
Yeah, because I think, you know, you've
got a partner
with your partner, and you're feeling that type of pressure. You know, when you're on your own, it's a little bit different.
Because I suppose you've only got yourself to blame,
and I think here there's, you know, you're dealing with the emotions of two players, and
that's interesting. Well, approaching the hour mark here, 55 minutes still in the first set. But as we know, Gemma, we've seen it so many times, she can just click. And if she does...
Yeah, but the four players, we've seen them this season, you know, they can play a lot better, but I'm sure. You've just heard that, you know, there's a bit of tension, of course. It's been an intense, successful but intense event since Tuesday. Not Gemma, of course, who didn't play till a day later, but still. I suppose those minutes on court start to take their toll, and when there's tiredness, then you start making mistakes because maybe you're not quite, you know, you get that springing step. You're not quite ready for the shots. Exactly. You arrive late for the shots.
And now plan A worked there. Good serve, return, smash. Delphi Brea to receive. Just clips the top of the net. Lovely angle return from Delphi. Ostero. Leaves that one a bit short, but yeah, well finished.
Big difference. Not from yesterday, but 2 days ago, because of course Ostero was rested, didn't play because Ricardo returned from injury, got injured, not playing today. Ostero 2 days ago was hitting lots of shots and making quite a few mistakes. Now she's toned down a little today, less aggressive. I think she plays better when she's aggressive, to be honest.
40 love, yeah, perhaps, but I think against Triay and Ostero, they've said, look, let's just try
hold back,
hold back, yeah. So serving to take this to a tie-break. Second serve. Good lob. Looking to attack the net. And there he goes a bit loose. So we will have a tie-break in this first set, in the first match.
Fitting end to the set, because it's been very even. It hasn't been. I think after that first quick start, you know, and it got back even at 3-all, it's been nip and tuck.
One of these maybe sets you just have to grind out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delphi to get us underway.
Whoa. Read that well.
Just darted forward. That's the player
that you're expecting to see. Yeah.
Yes. The one that's there, taking that gamble and just, oh. Look how she celebrated. I don't think her coach will complain this time.
Triay serving now. It's just in. Some stretching might have happened.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where you watch the replay and it's like, just let it drop.
Yep.
Get back. Another lob. Okay, we're defending, but we're still in the point. Sometimes you try those volleys just to keep hold of the net.
Should finish that one off. Hasn't, but she has now. 2-1.
2-1 Flowrida.
And the Flowrida family, friends and guests all celebrate.
There again. That, you know, lack of communication, not on the same page.
Not on the same, but on the same side of the court.
On the same side of the court, yes.
Good serve there.
Much needed.
Yeah, not been too many points won with the serve, so that's a big one there to get back even at 2. And she went for another one there. I'm surprised actually that just watching this, you know, live for the first time, that more players don't go for a bigger first serve.
Yeah.
Just a lob once again, Delphi. She's controlled herself really well today, because she's another one who likes to let one go.
That's going to be out. Oh, got it.
Brilliant. Can they stay in the point?
They can.
They can. Well done, Delphi Bray. Point still alive.
Oh,
just got a touch on that, I think.
Oh, still alive.
Point of the match.
Point of the day. Got it.
Oh, that is Austero.
Yeah.
That's what we've been missing.
That is awesome.
3-2 New York.
Well, the fans on their feet.
Oh, thanks to Delphi for saving that one.
Now, had you missed that, then I think the trainer would have pulled her off.
Tie.
Somewhere. Again,
but so many shots in it.
there.
Aranzaz will just getting a little touch on that.
And there, she'll be disappointed today that she didn't get it over the back fence.
Meanwhile, we'll see the end of this point. It's going to be Aranzaz who's to serve.
Need to see the end of this point, though. Such a good point. There you go.
We're back live with a mini break to the good. Brea and Austero.
Oh, look at there.
Oof, 3-0.
That's picking up now. The level from both teams is picked up in this tiebreak.
We've seen that in quite a few tiebreaks. That suddenly, you know, we get the best rallies, best points, and you think sometimes they'll hold back more because it's a tiebreak. But we're seeing Austero let fly twice. She's won 2 points outright with smashes. I don't think we've seen 2 winners. No, 1 winner in the first set with a smash.
Yep.
So 2 in the tiebreak, 1 in 11 games.
Oof. You've got me there. I'd have to think back.
Time.
It's a lovely winner. Really well worked.
Thing is that could have easily hit the fence and dropped back.
And when she hits it like that, when she hits it like that, though, Arantxa, so it does tend to fly. Second serve now.
You can see Stupa Di Neno over on the bench, hunched, leaning forward.
Yeah.
And there they are on their feet celebrating.
There are times when they make it look so easy, aren't there? Just such as that. Good serve, forcing out deep. Couldn't really do much with it. And Gemma Drive takes the point. Delphi Brea serving. Well played, Arantxa, who down to feet with that backhand. 5-3 to Flowrida.
You say Flowrida, I say Flowrida.
Yeah.
You know?
Second serve.
Oh, great
That's a
angle.
good angle, yeah.
Oh, she's kept it in.
Pickup. Going the angle again.
So you never know quite what to expect from Osoro. Lots of tricks up her sleeve, very unorthodox.
Oof, awkward bounce there.
Oh, no.
I know I can expect some intensity from her. That's what I can you know, first time I've ever seen her play.
Yeah.
That's pretty obvious. And you know what? It's paying off in this tiebreak.
See, that's the thing, is she can up her game. She can up her game at the big moments. So
But
we
she's one of
have
those players that needs to get that kind of energy, frustration, drive, passion, and starts playing better.
And also helps her partner.
Okay, set points.
Sneeze. Twice. Bless you.
Good serve, deep. And it's gone, so they made a lot of hard work of it, but after a tiebreaker, first set goes to Arantxa Osoro and Gemma Drive 6-7-6. I'm definitely going to have to ask the cleaner about that mop and see where he gets it from.
I tell you what, he could give you that mop and your windows will still be a mess, Paul.
20 seconds on the balcony, changed my life. Right, we're back. Second set, first one going after the tie-break to Gemma Triay and Arantzazu Osoro. It's going to be Gemma Triay to get us underway in this second set. Which Triay and Osoro will we see now? Will we see them play as they did in the tie-break, or the ones who were sometimes a wee bit tentative in the rest of the set?
When they won at set point, we saw the whole bench erupt. Stupa head over heels. I actually mean head over heels. He did the head over heels. I mean, they're celebrating. I suppose for the players up next, to go out knowing that you don't have the pressure of needing to win, it must help.
Yeah.
Because you've got the pressure that the other team have lost. And if you lose, you're out. I suppose the other, you know, New York, if it ends in a win.
It frees you up a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, I think it, I mean, when you know you're up that one, it just...
You got 2 hits at it now.
Exactly.
Got safety net.
Yep.
30 love.
And to answer your question, I think that they're going to continue what they did in the tiebreak. That's what I'm feeling, just watching the body language, and it feels to me like they could win this second set comfortably. But what do I know?
No, we've seen them do that before. We've seen Gemma Triay do that
I'll tell you what,
so many times.
I'll take that. I never get it right.
40 love.
There, that's... Oh, whoa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, lovely shot from Delphi. Didn't have much of a gap there to aim for.
And that was typical. Osoro flicks it one way, then the other. Loves to move players and then just create that gap down the middle. Normally it's doubles partner who hits the winning smash.
Well, it stays in. Good shot from Ostero. Unlucky. Just got too much on it.
Yeah, travels too far. Ostero.
So, first blood to Triay and Osoro, holding their serve, which is always a big thing to do, isn't it, after you've won a set?
Yeah, just keep that momentum going, and now you've shaded, so okay, a little bit of energy right here. We get a quick break, and then that's when you really feel like you can get total control of the match. Always found that great players in tennis, you know, when they win a tight first set, the focus in the early stages of that next set is so good that before you know it, you know, I remember Pete Sampras back in his heyday, he played a lot of tie breaks. And he'd win 7, you know, that 7-6, and before you know, you look up, he's 4-1 in the second, 3-love in the second.
Did you go out there forgetting that the first set took place? Is it like new game?
But you also, you know, they have that ability to kind of sense when to really go to grab the momentum.
Oh, yeah, Arantzazu has a bit too much momentum there, puts it out, love 15. Sorry, 15 love. Delphi Brea serving. And 30 love to the side of the court.
Has to wait.
But probably a good idea. Those 2 points passed really fast. And 40 love.
40 love.
Oh,
no. Okay.
Was that an ace?
She'll take it.
It was actually.
It was an ace. That's the first ace I've seen this season.
Flash, please.
That's like the sort of ace you'd serve against me, to be honest.
Just get it over the net against Paul, and it's an ace.
It's a spin. It's a spin just off the back of the court. Just fools her. Just bites on the back of it, and
I'm quite surprised though. I mean, coming up against Triay. Oh, good service game to love. Much needed.
Arantzazu comes just a bit long. It's been recovered.
Oh, no time to react there, but out.
Well played, Chema. Just has a little word with Arantxa Osorio.
No seconds.
Once again, long.
It's true though, like you were saying, for that second service, they just like play it in.
They just play it in,
yeah.
so you're not really looking for an advantage at all. So I don't know why wouldn't take a little more of a risk on the first serve.
Yeah, because really you've got to hit it so badly to get it wrong.
And if you do hit a really good first serve, as we've seen a couple of times,
it can be the point.
You could set up your opponent for the smash. The easiest. That happens in tennis a lot with big servers.
Yeah, serve
you just clean it up. You just the net person cleans it up.
40 love.
I've seen that happen a few times here in Padel, but I would think it could happen more.
Nasty serve there. That was 2 service games whipping through them. So we go into our first break of the second set. Everything going with serve 2 games to 1 for Osorio and Triay.
Ostero to serve after play resumes. Just try and hit Jorge Martinez. That's what he has to say.
Sin pelear. Eso es. Está difícil, ¿sabes que está difícil de pelear?
Vamos, let's go. That is so Arantxa.
Tenemos la habilidad, sabemos lo que tenemos que hacer. Lo que pasa es apretar la floja y defender. Que se nos haga así. Vamos a meter. Vamos a meter.
We're going to send them to bed early. Yeah, basically what she said. Time to put them to sleep.
Pase lo que pase, peleamos juntos. Va. Vamos.
But I don't think they're going to get to bed before midnight, to be brutally honest, one way or another.
Well, if they win, I'm sure they can go out for a nice dinner. Bit of sightseeing. They'll be playing at the same time if they qualify for the final. Finals their match.
Final 7 p.m. here tomorrow on Saturday.
It's a great view, isn't it, out the back?
Beautiful, yeah.
Ostero serving.
Just up top. And here at the Dougal Greenhouse, there's a wonderful view out the back through a huge window. See out of Manhattan.
Went for the contra pared there. Arantxa got her angles a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
15 love. Well blocked by Delphi, but still alive.
Just claws it over. 3-8. Hovering on the service line, the 2 players.
Well played, right down to feet. One thing we have to say is that Brea and Ostero haven't been affected by losing that set. By the looks of it, they've come out and they've not dropped their rhythm.
Yeah, good intensity.
Probably plenty of credit has to go to the coach.
Whipped over the top. And love 40. Not 40 love, sorry. Justin.
Scoops it over.
Oh, well played, Andrea Austero.
Well played, Brea also, who created that opening for her doubles partner.
Well, 4 pretty quick service games to open this second set.
Gemma Triay to serve now. Got 1 hour 18 in this match. Again, good deep lob. Looks for the bajada. It's a bit short. Opts to place it, but Delphi can't deal with it into the net. 15 love.
Austero didn't attack the net, and so Brea started backtracking.
She'll get there, yes, she does. Great stuff from Andrea Austero. Oh, what a shame.
What a shame, yeah.
30 love.
Plugged away there, Austero.
Saves that. Comes back on the court. Sort of waits almost for permission to cross the road there, doesn't she? And then this is the one where
that's probably the easiest shot of the rally.
Exactly. Yeah. Justine 40 love put on the board. Yeah, and all of a sudden these games are passing quickly, aren't they? Oh.
That was magnificent.
So why wouldn't you hit that smash at the player that's charging the net?
Yeah, that's...
Why don't you just hit him in the chest? I mean, well, like that one right there.
Doesn't hit that correctly, but gets away with it. Oh, and that time it just slides away. So out of court, 3 games to 2. Everything going with break. And speaking of which, well, we're back on court. Delphi Brea to serve. 3-2 her and Andrea Austero trailing the second set, and by 1 set to love after losing the first one on a tie break. And this second set is proven to be just as close. 15 love. 15 love. Once again, Andrea Austero showing us that she is a 17-year-old who can hit the ball incredibly hard. Just starting to unleash a few more shots as well in the second set.
I think they've allowed her to because she's more comfortable when she's not being held back. Yes, she'll make a few mistakes, but she can win more points than she loses. And Brea hasn't been herself, not winning too many points. Another mistake there by the Argentine.
15 on, rubs her knee there.
Yeah, I think she caught herself.
Hit herself with the paddle.
Yeah,
I think,
that's
with
really
racket.
painful.
Yeah.
Big kick in the shins.
Those rackets are pretty
solid.
Solid. Exactly.
And they've changed a lot over the years. I suppose the courts have also, just like in tennis. I'm not saying you play with wooden racket, but you've got the wooden rackets, aluminium.
Yeah, I played with a wooden racket until I was about 16.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Then I switched to the graphite. But that's right when they started coming out.
What a massive difference. I suppose the rackets from today.
The biggest difference I think has been the rackets and then the strings.
I suppose, yeah, of course.
Oh, he doesn't get a touch on it.
Didn't the strings used to be like gut?
Strings used to be gut, so the ball would kind of fly on you. So and then when they these nylon strings and the players now can just hit the ball harder and control it more. The harder you swing, the more control you have.
Because before it was either one or the other, wasn't it?
Yeah, with gut you couldn't do that, and obviously with the old rackets.
Similar in paddle, you have a tremendous
nice
passing shot. Excellent. There is Ulstedt again.
Didn't have a lot of space to aim for, but found it perfectly.
The paddle a lot changes as well. You have the shape of the racket. Sometimes you have the teardrop, circular, and also the weight. If it's head heavy, sometimes more powerful, and also the gram. Normally, they go from 285 grams to almost 400 grams.
Pretty heavy.
Which takes, on the elbows especially.
Floor rate is about a pound, isn't it? 480 grams. It's about a pound.
No idea.
It's about a pound.
I believe. I trust you. But no, it's definitely the heavy. You can tell that when you pick up a racket, and it's a heavy racket. If you're not used to playing with a heavy racket, after a few games,
you feel it in your...
Really?
It makes a big difference.
Okay, Osoro is serving once again.
The children, of course, play with smaller rackets, which obviously weigh a lot less, and also play with softer balls.
Softer ball, that's how we start them in tennis now.
Mini tennis.
Yeah.
Nice change of angle. Well played. Surprised everyone, I think, with that. $15 love. Once again, just might have been better going back, letting it bounce. 15-all.
Another quick pep talk, Duffy and Ulstedt.
Quite sure Arantxa would like to keep going quickly. Good serve. Wow. 30-15. Unplayable, that from Gemma Triay.
Good serve, set it up.
A couple of good contra pared.
As well. And big hit from Arantxa, 40-15.
Such a character.
And once again, having that little talk. Once again, long.
I'm sure the Miami fans would love this to go to a super tie break, and the players, get these,
keep them out there, yeah,
as long as possible. An extra hour out on court at this stage after so many days of competition.
Game. Another break, 4-3. Everything going with serve in this second set up to now.
Instead of serving when play resumes. And Patrick, we're just talking about rackets, the weight of rackets, and just for people thinking they want to start playing paddle. I mean, obviously you've got your academy, and you coach players from a very young age. You know, you've got to, I suppose, not start players any pressure whatsoever. The first few years when they start is all about enjoyment.
Oh, definitely. About enjoyment, about liking, I believe, enjoying learning something. I find that kids who are learning and who are engaged in learning, they enjoy it more. You know, so of course you want to have fun, but I think to me, I actually, as I've been working with kids more over the last decade or so, I try to focus even more on the learning part, because I find that if they are learning, they're more engaged and they will have more fun. Where if it's just fun, then maybe they're not, you know, going to stay in it for that long.
Yeah. Do you also try and teach the parents?
Well, that's a whole other story, right? Yeah.
We'll save that for the final.
Yeah, that's a little more difficult, right?
Yeah, my son is so great. I want him to.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, make him a world. Yeah, #1.
I'll be a professional.
Right. He's doing nappies anyway.
Don't let that Peanuts character Molly volley.
Do you remember it? Wow, we're showing our age. I don't think anybody can even look her up on Wikipedia. That's a long time ago.
Yeah. Andrea Austero serving.
No second serve.
Second serve. 4-3, needs to hold.
Oh, made the wrong move there. 3-8. She set off a bit too early.
Second serve. Serving to 3-eye. Delphi shows her frustration.
Yeah, that's a bit of a wild slash there from Delphi.
Oof, just reacted really well.
Oh no. 2 mistakes at the net.
You can see what she was trying to do though, because Arantes was a long way back. She was very deep.
That's what they say in Spanish. 2 regalos, 2 gifts, 2 presents.
Getting near Christmas.
Yep. Oh, Thanksgiving. Just around the corner.
That's true. Next week, yeah.
Second serve.
Does well because it clipped the net. Hey. 15-40, so 3 break points at a moment where if you lose serve here, you've only got 1 opportunity to recover.
Would you say like game 7 is the key game?
Definitely.
It's always the 7th game.
Or the 8th.
Oh, the 8th, yeah.
No, I was asking 7th,
right.
And of course we're in the 8th.
Oh, he leaves it short. Still no 2 more bites at this. Fraction long.
Oh, what a get.
I was going to say,
good try.
If she could still...
She even used a door frame to help her spin to try and get that over.
Let's have a look at this again. If she'd have saved that, it would have been unbelievable.
How resourceful.
Does really well there, Delphi, to turn and spin and get it back.
See? Just to help her get around the corner.
So Gemma Triay all of a sudden serving for the match.
She took your advice.
That's the one, exactly. Yeah.
15 love.
I'd be doing that on that shot every single time.
Because also the player
Yeah.
isn't even looking, he's not looking where the ball goes. By the time they react, it's probably gone back over their head. Or you just hit the play and win the point outright.
There again, right there. Right at him again, yeah.
30 love.
30 love.
They've picked up the intensity here.
Well, it looks like it's going to be down to Chingoto and Campagnolo to send this to a mixed doubles. They're up next against Tupa and Dineno. Looks like they'll be entering the court. Commentator's curse. They'll be entering the court, trailing 1-0.
40, 30, 40.
Yeah. You can have a go at me if we go to a tie-break, Paul.
It's a bit short.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Got a wrong-footed.
Yeah.
Digs that one out really well, but can't control it.
And there was a little, caught it wrong-footed, turned around, and the ball down at her feet. But out.
3 match points.
Oh, I'm not saying a word. Still not saying a word.
1 hour 35 we've had so far. It's first match of the second semi-final. Just gets a touch on it, Delphi. Oh, what a point. Again. Oh, 40-30.
Still match point.
The start of the comeback. I'm just going to get out of reach just in case. I can still score the game from here.
Oh, unleashes that one, Delphi, but well defended. That's a bit short, that from... Oh! Good grief.
No!
Yes, no!
Yes, no, yes!
Still alive.
Best point of the match so far.
Will it be the last one?
I hope not.
Oh.
There it is! What a point!
What a way to end it.
What a point to end on. After 1 hour and 37 minutes, Gemma Triay and Aranzazu Osoro triumph over Delphi Brea and Andrea Stero 7-6, 6-3. But my word, they had to work for it.
They sure did.
That was a really exciting second set. Really different from the first set, which was much tighter.
Well, exactly. I mean, even in this game.
Incredible final point.
Yeah.
So everything in this point.
Those chants you can hear, by the way, the players celebrating win number 1 in this semi-final.
What a point.
That was a heck of a get there.
And you say, we're watching this on TV and it's fast. And near courtside, it's even faster. just reaching a little bit too far for
Del
Flowrida. That's the celebrations, and they've only won the first of...
You know, maybe celebrating too early. Don't count your chickens.
Next match, Franco Stubachuk and Martin Di Neno against Fede Cingotto and Carlos Campagnolo. That's going to be really close. But before we get to that, you know what we have now? Smash of the match, brought to us by Adidas. Who's it by? It's going to be Gemma, isn't it?
Yeah, the one that goes out on the side.
Yep, there you go.
There it is. Yeah.
Gemma Trial wins our smash of the match today. Oh, in this match.
It's a bit like if you played billiard or snooker, when you know, angle it off the wall,
Yeah,
looking for that angle.
It wasn't the pace of that one, it was the angle.
It's the angle.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to hear from Julian and our winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a spectacular performance from the Flowrida Goats and these two amazing ladies. Aranza, the last point, the match point, was truly spectacular. Tell me, what was going through your mind in that specific point?
Buenas noches a todos, a los que están presentes y a los que están en la tele. No puedo decirte lo que pasaba por mi cabeza porque ni yo sé. O sea, es un momento que a mí Jorge me decía, hace esto, y cuando salía me decía, pero hiciste cualquier cosa. Pero ya lo sabés, Jorge, o sea, no voy a hacer lo que me digas, voy a hacer lo que yo siento. Pero bueno, creo que le debía, no sabía si íbamos a ganar o no, pero creo que le daría a los Flowrida Goats un buen partido de mi parte. El resto de convocatorias en San Diego y en Miami no les pude dar mi mejor versión. Creo que estoy en una parte del año donde estoy mejor, tengo más confianza, y le debía a los Floridas darle un partido de esta talla, de esta altura, y por supuesto al lado de Gemma, que es un placer y es un deleite jugar al lado de esta mujer. Envidia de la mala a Claudita, porque vivirla al lado es una locura. Así que muy feliz, y vamos ahora a los chicos.
Truly, it's way too long, but I'm going to synthesize it the best possible. My coach was telling me what to do, and I go into the corner and I have done nothing, whatever my coach is telling me. The last point, I don't remember nothing. It was just too crazy, and we put our efforts all together. Happy to give these to the Flowrida Goats. And now, Gemma, tell me, how did you guys play? The first set was tough. The second set was pretty much flawless.
Yes, first of all, thank you all for coming. It's amazing how is growing New York, how is growing Padel here in New York. The match was really, really tough. Delphi and Andrea played really well. The first set, above all, was so difficult to make a break, but well, I think then in the second set we improved a little bit, but I'm happy, I'm really happy with our attitude, with our performance, yeah. And well, thank you, Flowrida Goats. It's amazing live this week with the team, amazing to play here in New York, and now, well, vamos a ver qué pasa con los chicos.
Let's put our hands together here. Let's go, Flowrida Goats! Well done.
One of the other things that Aranza actually said there was she felt she hadn't played very well in Miami or San Diego, and that she really owed a performance to the team, and then said, you know, it's great playing alongside Gemma. I really feel envious of Claudia Fernandez. So
my highlight was the coach told me to do this, and I said, no, I do what comes naturally.
So anyhow, over an hour and a half, that took us. Really close match, 7-6, 6-3.
It started kind of slow, but it picked up, you know, especially late in that first set, and the tie break. I thought both teams really raised their level, and even though it was 6-3 in the second, I felt like the level of both teams continued from where it started in that tiebreak. Really excellent stuff.
Best point was match point.
Yeah.
We're seeing some of the highlights from that opening set that went to a tie break. had a set point.
On first set,
New York, but missed the opportunity to close out the opening set. Ended up losing that tie-break. And in the second set, we saw top-level paddle from all 4 players. And in the end, though, a good win for Flowrida Goats, who take the lead in this second semi-final series. It will soon be the turn of the men's doubles. Stupa Dineno against Chingoto and Campagnolo.
Another match that I think is going to be really, really close. I don't think this could well be another tie-break in the first set at least. We'll find out.
Game, set, and match to the Flowrida Goats.
I mean, she's an entertainer. You get your money's worth watching.
Oh, no doubt about that.
There we go. Well, 69 points to 53, 57%. Most consecutive points were 9, which I think that must have been right at the very start of the match. Look how few golden points there were. That's really strange, isn't it?
And one more break point, New York. And the one less.
Okay, we're just going to take a quick break and we will be back with our second game.